The morning show. With us now, I have Bob Slade, who is going to be sitting to my immediate left, as well as Richard Clark, and I'd like to welcome both of you gentlemen to the morning show.
Oh, thank you.
Richard, you're the owner of a ranch up in the Lake Hughes area. Between Lake Hughes, Lake Elizabeth. I sent the crew up there. I didn't get a chance to go. Tell us.
Yes, Skyhaven Ranch, and the ranch has been there for approximately 100 years. I've owned the property since '73, and we did a few years ago start a recreation, hay rides and barbecue.
Why did you decide in '73 to purchase such an old ranch that would take a lot of work, I'm sure, and what was your dream? What was your idea?
Well, my business, I was a contractor in the Los Angeles area. I always did like the outdoors and the desert area, and I do fly. It does have a strip on it, an airstrip, and a friend of mine did locate the property, and of course coming up here in the smog-free air and everything, it was very nice. And
I can't see you down in Los Angeles when I sit here and look at you.
Believe me, I was in Los Angeles.
I do believe you. Bob, now you're business partners with Richard. Tell us a little bit about your responsibilities with Skyhaven Ranch.
Well, I'm trying to aid Dick in getting some of the functions up there. And since I've been very involved in the community down here, it was kind of a neat relationship. And I've known Dick for some time. Used to go visit him all the time. And then one day we got to talking, and next thing I knew, I'd moved up to Skyhaven.
What a beautiful place to move.
Oh, enjoy it. Enjoy it.
If you need help managing the place up there, hey. It is gorgeous up there. What are some of the activities that the ranch holds?
Well, we do group functions, picnics, barbecues, hay rides, and we have several options. The people can come up and just spend a day if they like and have a hay ride. They can bring their own food, or we can have someone come in and cater it for them. We do church groups, company picnics, union get-togethers, family reunions, birthday parties, whole variety of things like that. We've had AV Bank up there in the past. The last 2 years, the Optimist Club held their annual family outing, I believe they called it up there. The first year it was a donkey softball game, real interesting, and we donated the ranch for that. We also have groups from the Chamber of Commerce, Rotary Club, many of the service clubs.
Well, it's beautiful up there. Dick, what about a little of the history behind this ranch? You purchased it in '73. It was the old Rodgers ranch, I believe. Tell us a little bit about just the basic history.
Yes. Well, this is towards the east side of the ranch. It's an old homestead cabin, and my understanding, Roy Rodgers did live in this building until he built his house, and he did live there in the 40s and early 50s.
How many acres do you have out there?
There are 200 acres.
Whoa, that's a large ranch. You could have quite the shindig out there, 200 acres.
Oh, yeah, we can handle a lot of people when they scatter. Why?
Oh, somebody could be camping up there from the last party you had up there, living up there. Is it hard to manage the ranch, a ranch of this magnitude?
Well, I did try running some cattle for a couple of years, but after initially getting involved with the recreation, I were unable to get the liability insurance. Consequently, it's just been a residence other than some of the, again, as Bob mentioned, some of the groups that do have their own insurance.
Now, he mentioned hay bales, Bobby mentioned hay bales and horse riding. Are those things supplied by the ranch?
Well, we have hay rides. We do not have horseback riding. We had horses up there last year, but again, we found that liability, we just couldn't afford to keep horses up there. We do still have the hay rides, though.
Now, with insurance being a difficult thing hurdle that a lot of us have to deal with day in and day out, what do you hope? What are your dreams and ambitions now for the ranch? Would you eventually like to live up there and be secluded in that beautiful area there?
Well, we do live there. My understanding is the liability insurance situation will be easing up within a year or so, hopefully. And then, of course, we'll just get back into the business.
What are you going to do in the interim of the liability insurance going up? Are people more than welcome, if they in fact do have liability insurance, and most of these companies will you continue to keep the ranch open as far as small gatherings go?
Yes, yes, Shirley.
Isn't it an invasion of privacy? It's so beautiful. Isn't it difficult for you to share this with other people? I'm sure.
No, it's kind of nice to share it, in fact, and then when it's gone, then you have it all back to yourself again, so it's kind of nice. Trans World Express is planning a picnic in the very near future up there, as well as we're having a ship reunion. I forget what ship it is, but they're going to have a little party up there, and again, they're willing to name us as co-insured for the day, and that's how we are able to do that.
Where's the ranch exactly I shouldn't do this to you, but it is up in the Lake Hughes, Lake Elizabeth area. It's quite a ways away, though. How?
No.
Isn't that, what is it, 20 miles? That's quite a ways from me.
Maximum of 20 miles from here.
Oh, that's it? But it's just absolutely beautiful. Do you have any problems with wildlife or anything up there? Your day in, day out routine as far as the coyotes?
We do have a little competition going with the coyotes and our domestic animals, and we're inundated with ground squirrels, but other than that, there's a little competition going on. There are a lot of wild animals up there. There's basically been no hunting up there. It was an old hunting club at one time prior to when Dick bought the place, and so there's quite a few birds and things like that around, but we normally don't go hunting.
At 200 acres, Dick, has the thought ever occurred to you to subdivide this by any chance, especially with this type of growth going on here?
Well, I really haven't considered it. The primary reason for moving there initially was to just to get out and have some seclusion. So I don't think I'd want to
Don't defeat your
change
purpose.
that. No.
Well, I'd like to thank you for joining us. And now I know that we're going to get telephone calls that say, where's this ranch at and how can we get in contact with them? Can they call you direct?
You bet. They can call either Dick or me, and the number is area code 805-724-2080.
2080. 274. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us, and have fun
Thank
with
you.
those parties up there.
We intend to. You'll have to join us.
I'd love to. Invite me next time.
All right.
I don't have liability insurance. We've got a break right now for a commercial. We'll be back with Peggy. Make sure you don't go away. Thank you so much. I'd love to.